Well, today was going to be day of pain. Well, it might still be yet, but I was going to go to the dentist today to have an old tooth removed that had a root canal in, and the crown fell out a couple of years ago. Now it's not causing me any pain right now, but I needed to get the old tooth out, you know. But it turns out that only a specialist can do it, and so I've had to make an appointment for the 8th of January next year to get it done. So I was going to come down the pub anyway, so I'm going to now. I'm going to pop in and have a beer. I'll see you in there. Cheers. Well, here I am at the Oval. I've got my beer here. It's Heineken Zero. So I'm keeping to my promise. It's murder out there. I don't really enjoy coming into town very much, but I was going to do it anyway, you know, because I was supposed to have had my tooth extracted by now. Now I'm going to have to wait until the 8th of January. But it's really hot now, and the roads are absolutely manic. It's completely crushed out there, and the cops are out in force. Luckily, they don't usually bother me because somehow or other they kind of know that my bike isn't a rental. It hasn't got a sticker on the front of it. Most of the rental bikes have. I think that's how they know. But also I might look like an expat for some reason or other, not like a bloke on holiday. So they don't usually pick on me because they reckon I'm going to have a Thai driving license. You know. They can't make any money. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Life is droning on. We'll see what Christmas brings. I'm still not over that business with a half bottle of whiskey. That's well over a week ago now, and physically I feel fine, but mentally I'm not, you know. It really knocked me back. You know you could call me weak mentally, but I prefer to think I'm just not normal. But yeah, my confidence was dented. Before that, you know, I'd been sober for 5 months and I felt I was really on top of things, and this kind of set me back down to zero again. And so that's not returned to normal. We'll have to wait a bit to see how that goes. Anyway, yeah, I'm also a bit thin on the ground with ideas for videos again. So that might explain why I haven't been out and about. I mean, this was just an excuse because I could talk about something, but definitely a bit thin on the ground. I haven't got any real plans over Christmas. It looks as though I might get roped into a party at the hotel. I went out and bought some clothes yesterday just on the strength of it, you know. But I'm not sure what day that's going to be yet. We'll see. Other than that, it's going to be food and watching movies. I got quite a few movies in because Blu-rays and DVDs are really, really cheap now. Now everyone streams everything, and so no one's buying Blu-rays, DVDs, CDs anymore, so they've really come down in price. So I bought up a few of my old favourites to watch over Christmas. Let's hope that my Blu-ray player works all right. It hasn't had much use over the last 3 or 4 years. I'm just reading the news here, and there's an article about Esther Rantzen. Yeah, she's still around. She's 83, and she's got stage 4 lung cancer. And her oncologist, who must be hugely paid, has just informed her that she'll probably die sometime within the next 10 years. Well, Jesus Christ, I could have told her that for half the money. What a load of rubbish. Anyway, she's signing up for assisted dying. Oh, there's a number of people of my generation that would have queued up to assist her many years ago, but anyway, that's beside the point. Well, I'm reading the Daily Excess right now on my iPhone, so that's enough to make me want to end my life. I'm going to lose this iPhone by default at one point. It's an iPhone 6S, I think it is, but one by one the apps are not being supported anymore, and if you update the app, they won't run on this iOS that's in the iPhone. So it's sneaky, really. I mean, the email functions and all that will always work, you know, and obviously the phone and whatever. But I tried opening the BBC for some lies just now, and it's just said that you need to update it from the App Store, and I haven't tried it yet, but I bet when I do it says it won't run on this iOS. So anyway, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm hanging on because I don't want to spend, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a new iPhone when this one is, I mean, 90% of what I use it for is just a phone, you know, that's all. So that's certainly not going to make me update it. I've got my iPad that all the modern apps run on, so anyway, there we are. It's going to be interesting to see how drinking this zero alcohol beer works for me. I think this is the third time I've been in here now and had zero alcohol beer. And on the previous 2 trips, when I got home, it hasn't acted as a trigger for me to, you know, go and open another bottle of beer and carry on drinking, which was always the case if I came in here and ordered a Leo or a Chang, excuse me, peanuts, a Leo or a Chang, that is just a trigger. Well, you might as well carry on. The voice in my head says you might as well carry on now. So far this hasn't done that, and when I get home, pardon me, we'll see. Right now, from what I'm feeling inside, it won't act as a trigger, so I'm reasonably confident, but that's what people in my situation have to guard against. There are certain trigger items which will set you off, you know. So we'll see. It's very pleasant to come in here and enjoy the cool and just the social ambience of sitting around here. Well, I got a report that, what is it, the 19th of December today, and my Christmas tree is up at home and flashing away merrily and whatever. I don't put up decorations or anything, but I've got a rough idea what I'm going to eat over the Christmas break. And I had a rough idea what I was going to drink, but all that is now crashed and burned. But I got to say, I don't feel in the slightest bit Christmassy. So I hope it improves, but you know, I used to love Christmas, but you know, doesn't seem much point anymore. I've just got to make the best of it, really. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I've just been to the App Store and tried to update the BBC app on my ancient iPhone, and sure enough, it won't work anymore. So fuck them, I've just deleted their app off of my iPhone, so I won't be reading their half-truths anymore. Shame that we should have come to this, that I was a proud member of staff of the BBC for so many years. They've degenerated into this awful woke outfit. Howdy Wanderers. This is just to finish off that little video I shot. It is now December the 22nd, so this is about 3 or 4 days after I shot that kind of going nowhere, doing nothing video in the pub. I just felt like I need to put an end to it, really. It's been a very strange and a very unpleasant few days. And I told you about my relapse, which is now best part of 2 weeks ago, where I just had one small relapse owing to going to the dentist, and ended up drinking some whiskey, which made me very ill the next day, so I immediately stopped again. So that's good, and I've said publicly on this channel that I'm not going to drink over Christmas. I've scrapped my plans to drink over Christmas, and I still intend to go along with that. Well, that was my intention anyway, and now it's the 23rd of December. Sorry, I'm starting to sound more like a calendar, aren't I? But it's the 23rd of December now. You've caught me mid-edit, and I can still say that as Christmas is approaching, I've got more and more conviction that I'm not going to drink anything. So that devil inside my head, screw you. But boy, the damage has been done, because I mean, I feel physically, I feel fine, and I'm feeling ever stronger, but the damage has been done mentally, and I just can't seem to get it back right now. So it's obvious to me that there is, and there always has been, a lifelong mental weakness inside me for, you know, my thought stream to be like that. 2 days, I was sleeping okay. I was sleeping really, really well still, but 2 days ago, I was trying to get to sleep about 1 a.m. and this is the danger time, I was hit by the mother and father of all sleep apnea attacks. Now these horrendous sleep apnea episodes, and believe me, they are bloody horrendous, was a complete surprise to me, because I never ever get them you know, in a period where I'm not drinking, and there am I 5 months sober, and I suddenly get hit by this. What is going on? What it is really is, looking at it from the 10,000 foot level, I just drifted off to sleep, and what must have happened is I just stopped breathing. So I wake up almost instantly. Have you ever tried holding your breath until it hurts? It's much, much worse than that. You wake up, you haven't been breathing for maybe 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes, and I swear to God, you think I thought I was dying. I thought I was having a major heart attack and I was slipping away. You know, luckily I've had this before, so pretty quickly I knew what was happening, but there's still the conviction in my head that I'm dying, and it took you know, it must have taken about 5 minutes for me to stop gasping. And after that, then I had, you know, I got up and made myself a cup of tea, and I tried to take my mind off it by looking at my computer, and I was suffering major anxiety symptoms there. Well, it's obvious to me now that after 5+ months of being without alcohol and thinking that it was all over, my body, or the demon inside of it, was hitting me again by demanding to have alcohol. That took a day to get over. Last night I had another very bad night. What's happening? I'm now, ever since that instance with the whiskey, I'm riven with self-doubt and anxiety. All the things that I needed alcohol for, to all those years to keep in check. Why should this be happening after 5 months alcohol free? And I can only suspect that it is that demon inside just having a major counter attack, really attacking me hard to try to get me to drink again. And screw him, because I haven't. But you know, the medical people would just say it's your body screaming out for alcohol. But well, that's maybe, but I haven't succumbed, and it's kind of dulling down now. I mean, added to that, it's coming up to Christmas, which is a time full of memories for me, and I'm stuck here alone. My daughter Poi is in town with her boyfriend from Austria, and they told me they were going to arrange a party on number 24 or number 25, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, at the hotel, and obviously they wanted me to come, and I went out and bought some clothes and that, but I was deeply unhappy about going. I was just riven with social anxiety. And here we can see what's happening with the basic anxiety attack manifesting itself with seemingly unrelated thoughts and emotions. I was riven with rage, with Noi and the world for abandoning me here alone. Luckily for me, and if you're watching this, Poi, I'm really sorry, but it's all in my head and there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm not gonna drink any booze to make things 1,000 times worse. But she's just phoned me up and said she misses me, but it turns out from that phone call that they're not going to have this party on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, so that's kind of a weight off my shoulders. Here am I, sat here bloody complaining that I never see anyone and never speak to anyone, and yet when I'm given the opportunity to do it, I almost completely cave in. I'm a real mess right now. This is 5.5 months sober, with the exception of that one evening. But I'm certainly not going to start the clock all over from scratch, all over again. Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm 5.5 months now, and mentally I've taken quite a step backwards, but I can get there.